Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, right now, Kenya as a country, we are in crisis. We are in crisis because we don't have food, affordable food, basic commodities. As we're speaking now, civil servants are yet to get their last month's salary, 12th day after end month. That is where we are as a country. In fact, now, doctors are now giving a warning. Soon they might launch a strike. That means you will get to a hospital, but there will be no one to attend to your sick person, or if you are sick as an individual. So that is where we are as of now. And David Ndii, who is William Ruto's advisor, was on Citizen TV. And there is some issues David Ndii is raising out. Number one, David Ndii said that William Ruto government is wasteful, terrible, wasteful, and nauseating. That is David Ndii. And according to him, he is advising for retrenchment. And allow me to quote David Ndii. This is what he said. Government is extremely wasteful. There is not a single day that I am not exasperated by not just how wasteful it is, but by how deliberate it is and how unbothered people are. Deliberate and unbothered. They just do it willing. They don't care. They love doing it. Listen to him shortly, and then from here we're going to continue with this conversation to understand what about the issue of retrenchment going forward.
My own sense. Bringing down, the question is whether that's even a battle. If you spend your time just fighting to bring down
government spending,
you are not going to do anything else. I have watched even the president frustrated. He said they're trying to put, on foreign trips. Say we are only going, this is the limit of the number of people that is going to take on the foreign trips. He gets there are 3 times the number. Where did the people come from? No one knows. They have their own ways.
Sources,
no.
Time from...
Government is extremely wasteful. There is not a single day that I'm not exasperated by not just how wasteful it is, but by how deliberate it is and how unbothered people are.
And independent institutions, control of budget, the Auditor General, investigative agencies are unable to rein in...
They are unable to.
On this wastage.
Totally. They are helpless.
David, as the chief economic advisor, if you have no answers for us, what are Kenyans to do?
No, that's the truth. You know, I don't sort of mean for that, but it's not.
Now we are continuing with the panel discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing to our channel. Subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, this is William Ruto's advisor. And the same William Ruto was praising David Ndii on matters to do with the now buying of the fuel. Before, you were supposed to have to buy dollars, and then after buying dollars from CPK, then you can import fuel from outside. But as of now, they have a way that they're going to use Kenyan shilling to buy oil. So if they're going to buy fuel using Kenyan shilling, it means that they're trying to strengthen the Kenyan shilling. But again, we are aware of the companies that are going to buy this fuel from the Gulf countries. So utapata tu mambo inaenda hivi inarudi hapo kwa Ruto. Anyway, that was not our discussion here. But the question is, why is David Ndii not giving this information to William Ruto in a boardroom meeting that he decided to come and give it on a public television? This was a live interview, a national television. Is this a confirmation that William Ruto is not taking the advice and David Ndii is coming to wash himself clean? Because he cannot just come to talk about some issues like this one when he is an insider, someone working at State House, economic advisor. So look at that. Anyway, he has talked about the issue of troops and other things. He's talking about retrenchment. And if we have to discuss the issue of retrenchment, then in my view, this is what David Ndii is talking about. Retrenchment should start from the office of the president, the office of the deputy president, the office of prime cabinet secretary, coming down to the CSS. And if we have to start from the office of the president, why do we have the office of the first lady? If retrenchment has to happen in this country so that people can have salary also, let us remove that office of the first lady because it comes in with a budget in billions of shillings. We don't need it. So start with that office because it has little meaning or no meaning as of now. I think that's the first advice David Ndii is talking about on matters of retrenchment. Number 2, why do we have the office of the spouse to the deputy president? Sasa saizi bibi ya Gachagua ako na office. That office has a budget. Kuanzia kwa magari, furnitures, salary, and staff. Why do we have that office? Is there a need to have that office? How productive is that office? That should be abolished. We don't need it. It does not need a budget. Let this money be used for other jobs. Kama bibi ya Gachagua anatafuta kazi, yeye aenda apply kazi apewe with her qualifications. Come to the office of the prime cabinet secretary, the spouse to the prime cabinet secretary. Now, do we need an office for the spouse of the prime CS? The answer is no. This office is attracting a budget, the same way I said the staff, salary, vehicles, those allowances. Do we need it? The answer is no. So, in my view, what David Ndii is telling William Ruto, remove those 3 offices. We don't need them because they're attracting a lot of budget in billions of shillings, yet we have civil servants who cannot have salary on time. Doctors are now threatening to go for a strike. It means soon services are going to be jeopardized. We will not get services in this country. So, that is where we are starting from. Let us calm down now. The 4th place that Ruto need to go to is the issue of caste, CASS. Do we need these people? In fact, it is illegal. They are nowhere in our constitution. Mambo inaishia tu kwa mambo ya CS and PS. Those are the legal positions. But mambo ya CASS, they are not there. We don't need assistant ministers. PS is there to do the work, and the CS is there for policy. Period. Why do we need this 3rd person here? Ruto appointed 50 of them, not even 22, an equal number to the CSS. It was an insult to the civil servants who cannot get a salary up to now. It was an insult. So Ruto has 50, not even 22. These people are attracting a salary not less than 700,000. Put there the issue of transport, the office, the staffs. You'll find every office will always spend up to 2 million shillings every month. You multiply that one with 50, multiply with 1 year. You see the amount of money. Then we are here talking about civil servants missing a salary. Are we really correct? This could be the reason why David Ndii is angry and is coming out to talk about this issue. Otherwise, what he was talking on TV is something he was supposed to tell William Ruto in privacy. So it means there is a problem. Ruto amekuwa kichwa ngumu, hasikii. That's why David Ndii will come to talk about this issue. In our history, it is the first time civil servants have missed a salary. Tangu Kenya iundwe kama inchi yenye inajitegemea yenyewe. How are we going hungry? We cannot afford food just because the executive has been bloated. Just because they want to create an office for Gachagwa's wife, for Mudavadi's wife, for William Ruto's first lady. Why? So if retrenchment has to happen, we start from there as we come down. Wakianza na hizo vitengo nne zote, then we are good to go down here and found other problems. David Ndii is talking about overspending without even caring. They don't care even when they are spending. So he talked about a trip where William Ruto has to go out with a delegation. Then that delegation, it end up multiplying by 3. The first figure is there. They have decided maybe they are going to go about 5 people. So the delegation end up multiplying by 3. It means you go with 15. If you needed to go with 10, you end up going with 30. How? How does this one happen? Remember, they will sleep. They are going to spend their night in expensive hotels, luxurious. So they end up spending our taxpayers' money. And if you check which value have they brought back and as much they are spending, like you don't see it. So those are serious issues that this government has to deal with. In as much they will not deal with this, people should just go to the street, and doctors are going, of course, soon they will be on the street, and Kenyans should be back on the street to send a message to this government. They have to demonstrate until Ruto reduces this CSSS. We can demonstrate until William Ruto abolishes these offices. His advisor is already talking about this. We have a debt with China. How do we pay when we are bloating the executive? How do we pay when we are creating a necessary office that does not have any meaning or value in our constitution or to the people of Kenya? So up to that level, I think that is what David Ndii means, and he might not tell William Ruto directly. That's why he is talking indirectly. That's why he's trying to generalize this issue. But in really sense, the person who has got it wrong, I think it is William Ruto, not even Uhuru. Uhuru had only 23 CASs. Ruto multiplied by 2. And he added another 3. So look at that. We are lost.